Yeah, if you're wondering why I got these on, because it's really loud here and I can barely hear myself talk. Anyways, where we are is Ready to Run Raceway, racing these things. 1/10 scale RC touring cars. So this is something I used to do a long time ago and I just got back into it. I got my buddy Josh on the other side of the pit table here and Noble to my side. And Noble's been doing this for quite a while. He's been helping me out kind of get back into the groove. Unfortunately, I just fried this very important little thing here. This is my speed control, which I just bought last week because I plugged mine in backwards and blew it up. So I bought this one, and then today I plugged it in backwards and blew it up. So we're back to my hobby wing here. This is kind of a entry-level speed control, but time-wise not doing too well. We got Susan here too, and the little guy back there. Susan is running scale spec, so 21.5. She's got a locked motor. I'm running scale spec 21.5 with an unlocked motor. This car passes that one like it's tied to a post, so we're gonna have to do something about that in the future. And then we got Josh over here, who's currently somewhere out there, right there, doing marshal duties. And check this out, check this out. This is the coolest venue for a track. We've got Vancouver Airport right there, and that's the runway. So the planes all take off right over top of the track, and then we have the track out here, which is actually a pretty decent size. I'm gonna walk over to Josh here and kind of give you an overview of what the track is. So this group has been running here for almost 20 years now, and this track gets set up in the morning and then torn down at the end of the day. I just realized I'm standing right by the PA, so let me move so you can hear me. So what we've got here, we've got a straightaway down the back, and some of the mod cars are hitting well over 100 kilometers an hour down there into the big sweeper, hairpin right, and then we kind of make a S and then back through the start line there, and then it just kind of repeats that pattern until we get to the end. Big sweeper around the back and then back down the straightaway. And again, pretty cool background here. We've got actually the BCIT campus there, and then every few minutes we get planes taking off. Depending on the wind, sometimes they're landing too, which is really cool. I'm gonna let that pass. So yeah, sometimes when they're landing, they actually come right in, right over top, and you gotta be real careful because the jet wash will blow all of the tents away. That's why we've got a brand new tent, because my last tent went from there to somewhere way down there, and now it's gone. So let's go take a look at some of the times here. So we're running scale spec right here. So I'm currently running my fast lap of 20.4. So not doing too bad. I mean, considering I haven't done this in like 15 years. And then we've got Susan.
Albert, Henry.
Her fast lap was at 28. So she did a 27 last time. She can go a bit quicker than that. So obviously this is pretty new for Sue, so wouldn't expect her to be that fast yet. But in saying that, the first time she came out, she was in the 40-second range, which was obviously not that great. So to be able to bring it down to a 27, 28 from the 40s, that's a very good improvement for her. And these guys have been absolutely great with her being a beginner. My dad and my mom have actually picked up chassis as well. And like I said, these guys are completely awesome. They're just happy to have new drivers out and sharing their hobby and sport. So it is something that you've ever considered doing, I highly recommend doing it. I mean, if you've got an RC car and you're just running around in the bush or on the road out front, it is way more fun to actually compete, get some times, and it gives a little bit of purpose to having one of these, honestly. The competition can be pretty good. It's pretty exciting when you get into a good battle. So maybe we'll walk around the pit a little bit, take a look at some of the cars. Let's take a look at what Josh has over there. I'll let him introduce himself to you and we'll kind of go over his cars.
It's the 1st in the morning, so it's like, and I'm like, I'm doing it here, right? They'll put that.
What are you doing?
My name is Josh Manalo, but Josh Manalo, the proper way to say it. And it's my first time back in a long time. Drove my medium speed car. Took a couple laps to get in my rhythm. And I'm like, okay, I gotta save the car now. We jumped in the mod car, which is really fast, and that was alright. So we're gonna be running the CLs back next. See how dusty it is. That.
How long has it been since you raced?
I don't know, man. Like maybe a good 7 years at least. But we did the driveway racing, remember? I think you drove that, you know, you drove a car there once.
Explain driveway racing.
I don't know. It's just a beat up driveway. We painted the surface and just have 4 or 5 friends over and just go at it.
Hey, so this is Noble. He's the one that keeps my stuff alive. Noble, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Noble.
What do you do?
I fix your problems.
So what are you racing?
Mod. I'm racing modified. It goes really fast. I'm racing on Osmatics A800 MMX. It's the older version, but it still works.
So why mod?
I've realized that I drive horribly with slow cars because I try to find all the speed and end up cutting corners and hitting things. So when I drive a modified car with a lot of power, I seem to do okay. I still haven't figured it out. I think I'm up.
This is more comfortable than if you would have sunshine all day and racing. That's pretty darn good. Down the straight.